Welcome back to Healing Oath. This is Brielle, and we're here to do the reading for Aquarius, Messages from Spirit Guides for the 10th of September of 2020. We'll be using Divination of the Ancients for this reading, and we have already called on our ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, angels to help us. So we have the message for Aquarius to provide guidance. We had yesterday's message and a few previous messages which reminded us to make sure that we're building a relationship with our spirit guides. We spoke about the fact that we should be learning about spirituality, or not should be, but we could be, and it would be good for us to learn about our spirituality so we can connect with not just our ancestors, our spirit guides, the angels, ascended masters, but as well ourselves, our higher selves, and learn to lean upon our intuition, and that we should do this without fear. That has been the message over the past week or so. And now we look for the message for the 10th of September. We look for one card for the message for Aquarius from Spirit. Oh, that's a lot more than one card. Again, I ask if everybody would let me know how it's going for you with your spiritual connection, your spiritual enlightenment. I've been reading a lot lately and learning a lot of new things. I was speaking about how recently I learned about people who were psychopomps, who help people pass over to the other world. And how that was very interesting to find out about, and how it came out in my reading, and how sometimes things that we have an affinity for, that we think there's one reason, maybe there are other reasons, because the symbolism or the things we're drawn to mean other things, like the horse on the waves that I actually have, that I just put on my spiritual space just before doing the reading yesterday, and it came up in the reading. So for today, though, they've given us the card for the 10th of September. Sorry, excuse me, the 10th of September, and it is dreams, incubation. And we're being told that dreams lets us know the answers you seek come to you in your dreams. They're presented through images, stories, as well as visitations from deceased loved ones and from your guides. Find solutions to your questions and evolve spiritually by practicing dream incubation. Before going to sleep, plant a mental intention that you will dream about a specific topic. Focusing your attention in this way will put you in charge of your dreams. As your sleeping consciousness becomes aware that you're dreaming, you're more able to manipulate imagery and experiences. Change outcomes in your reality and travel through the dimensions of the esoteric planes. Dreaming your dreams awake. Incantation. They've given us an incantation for this. And remember, we spoke about this in the last week, about the fact that as we get closer to our spirit guides, like sometimes I have done in the past, just lying as you lie down to go to sleep, just speak to your guide and ask whether you want to know their name or you have a question you'd like to ask. And the answer will come to you in your dream. Sometimes you don't even ask for it. And you have one of those kind of wakeful or very awake or lucid dreams where the answer is there for you. And you can understand or see, or sometimes you might not understand. You might need to look for a dream interpretation, but sometimes it's quite clear to you. Sometimes it's in code. But again, you can use the incantation. In and out I gently drift, through dreams of scenes I slowly sift. Gods and queens appeared to me, their messages now I clearly see. Other messages or other meanings of this message could be take out time to rest, or take time out to rest. Keep a dream journal, which also will be very good for spiritual enlightenment. I tend to try to remember my dreams, and I dream a lot. Though you need to be careful that as you get up, if you jump up and run onto something else, you might forget the dream. But a lot of times you may be able to recall it later on in the day, and then you can just jot it down if you didn't jot it down as you had it or as you woke up. Your dreams are significant. Investigate an occurring dream. As I was saying, you can potentially find information in a book or online about the meaning of your dreams. Buy a dream interpretation book. That's the next thing they've said. A loved one is trying to connect with you through your dreams. And then it tells us about dreams revealed. Dream interpretation dates back to over 5,000 years to the Mesopotamians. Both gods and kings paid very close attention to the meanings of their dreams and recorded them on clay tablets. The Babylonians, Assyrians, and Egyptians created dream temples and placed high value on vivid and significant dreams they believed would help them heal. So we can see it is a time-honored, time-honored routine of people paying attention to their dreams and placing a high value on the messages because they understood that they were from the other world, as we spoke about yesterday, and that they were getting messages from their loved ones who had passed on, and they were trying to connect to us. So again, they told us last week they would help us in our journey. They would help us to connect with them. They had guidance and they had messages for us. And here, again, here's a message giving us more guidance on how we can connect with them. We see in this card the young lady, and she is here restfully sleeping. And we see the little orbs and the lights around her, indicating the spirits that are around her. And here we have an illustration of the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and temples speaking about the dreams. And we even know in the Bible the story of Joseph and the Technicolor dream coat. A dream was something that helped Joseph to be able to save that kingdom, and that made him special to the king and prevented him from spending the rest of his life as a slave and maybe even being harmed or killed. Although he was in a lowly position, him being able to interpret the king's dream allowed him to save them and to move forward. So dreams have important messages for us. Again, thank you for coming to visit. I wish you all the best, and I hope you're getting closer and closer to your ancestors and your spirit guides. And I know that a lot of us have somebody that we remember that was close to us, a grandparent, a parent, maybe even a brother or sister, or even a good friend, or even sometimes there are people that you see, whether in a magazine, on television, a public figure, that you feel that you have a connection to, or somebody from the past, from history, that you feel that you have a connection to. All of these people could potentially provide us with guidance, protection, because they love us and they want to help us. And the reason you feel called and connected to people sometimes you don't even know personally is because there is already a link there. So continue to persevere. If you don't feel like using the incantation that the book provided, if you have any other way, let me know. Other ways that you connect with your spirit guides. I thank you for visiting again. Please like and subscribe and come back tomorrow for the message. And visit us on Instagram at healing_oats. I wish you health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Thank you.